Dr. Rapaport, good morning.
Good morning, John.
So we haven't made, or I should say, we haven't posted a video in a while because we've made a couple that we haven't posted because new information has come to light that has, I guess, usurped maybe some of the motivations of the people making the videos. Boy, that sounds cryptic, doesn't it? And specifically what we're talking about on this medical website where people post, it's the medical version of YouTube essentially. And you have to be in the medical profession to watch these videos and all that. And there was a video with Dr. Leo and Walter Lazuski. He is a dermatology professor. And they've done two videos now, and they've said the quiet part out loud. And I'd like to just walk through essentially what they're saying. First of all, they come across as very well-intentioned and meaningful physicians. They're looking at topical steroid addiction and withdrawal as
they never mention addiction.
What's that?
They never mention addiction.
No, because it's negative, right?
Yeah.
And the video that we're referring to was about 35 minutes long. And it was a lot of data, a lot of material. Anybody that's watching our videos certainly has a taste of it. But we got to the last 5 minutes. And the question on the table was, and this was the aha moment that rendered our previous two videos, which we haven't posted, absolutely invalid, was the question: how does Dupixent aid and facilitate a soft landing through topical steroid withdrawal? They said it out loud.
Right.
And that more studies are going to be required to make that assessment. And coincidentally, these two guys happen to be willing and able participants in organizing and executing these studies.
And getting paid more.
Absolutely.
And I did say, and I'll say it repeatedly, that Leo made $700,000 in 2022 and 2023 lecturing to MDs to write prescriptions for Dupixent.
So you said it a year ago. I owe you an apology. I rolled my eyes when you said it, that Dupixent was going to be transmogrified into being some facilitation of topical steroid withdrawal.
It's always the money. You follow the money. It's always the money. It's always the money. Why would they get on the tube? What, they're paying for those TV shows? A drug company is paying for it.
Well, that's right, because we saw that the professionally prepared charts.
Sure.
The charting on this looked like it was from Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
of course.
Ernst and Young is jealous of the visuals for this presentation.
Yeah. And the same thing happened with the papers that were published in the New England Journal, in the Academy, of the original Dupixent and Rinvoq and all the other studies 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago that were valueless. They were made in the company's back room by some editor, by some writer.
So we have the three legs of the stool. One are the drug companies that are now trying to redeploy these medications and recover their research dollars to, I guess, hijack topical steroid withdrawal and use their drugs to facilitate improvement.
We can help you get through this.
Well, that's fine. And anybody that's considering that, watch TikTok and listen to people who were on Dupixent who aren't any better, who are now contacting you, different subject. So anyway, that's the first leg of the stool. The second leg of the stool are these well-learned dermatological professionals who are willing to shepherd the research and quantify its benefit through whatever scientific protocols they're going to have.
They've been telling doctors, somebody is, to tell the patients you might need to be in Dupixent the rest of your life.
Well,
a lot of money there.
Well, that's right. Listen, even if it's just 5 years of topical steroid withdrawal, there's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But then the third leg of the stool, and I'm loath to say it, I may regret it, is those registered patients at ITSAN who are availing themselves or potentially availing themselves, certainly to be contacted for participation in these finger quote studies to test the efficacy of Dupixent on topical steroid withdrawal.
And also being shills and telling their population, hey, sign up, there's a new study. It's always a new study, new research.
No, that's my
we
point.
know the answer. It's steroid addiction.
I have to say it as humbly and as non-critical as possible, but get it out there. That's the third leg of the stool.
This is a group of lay people who have no medical background at all. And they want to be in the game to make money.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
And it's the reason we haven't posted any videos in a couple of weeks, because we've been chasing this down and thinking about it, and it's shocking. I mean, it's nothing less than shocking that we're going to be using a drug to treat topical steroid withdrawal, and that drug's literature includes the primary benefits using topical steroids.
Of course, using steroids.
Someone please.
Oh, they got a winner for the rest of their life. $48,000 a year per patient. It's wonderful. The board of Regeneron, I've said it 5 times, 10 times, the board of the maker of Dupixent made $24 million last year.
Well,
the board, second highest in the country.
This revelation, I think, is going to change the trajectory of this channel, I think, to a certain degree. Because it's no longer about well-intentioned people helping other well-intentioned people get well.
Yeah.
We're slipping into something else here. We're slipping into
always the money. Follow the money. Follow the bouncing ball. It's sad. It's very sad. And I don't know what to do. Once in a while, I get an inkling of uplift when I get a letter from somebody. I would like to be on cyclosporin. I was started on cyclosporin by my dermatologist. I understand that my GP will write the prescription for cyclosporin. Wow, we got through. Or I understand that I'm addicted to the steroids. I must stop any and all usage, oral, shots, creams, and I'm going to have to go through an ordeal. I need help.
Well, one milestone that I 100% credit you with was mentioned in this video. In the first 25 minutes, a very engaging conversation. Dr. Leo and Dr. Lazuski were talking about this newfound phenomenon of steroid hesitancy. There was no steroid hesitancy 3 or 4 years ago. It's because of you. You own that. So what's happening is dermatologists all across the country are seeing patients now with their children. They're coming in and they're saying, we need to put you on a low dose hydrocortisone. And the patients are saying, no way, no way. And so my tinfoil hat's on, and I'm saying, okay, if there's steroid hesitancy and people are aware of topical steroid withdrawal, or at least exposure to it, opens the door for more people to be involved in this study and the eventual usage of the biologic drugs to help them through their withdrawal.
Well, you must understand also, I think I can get into the heads of doctors, being one myself. They're afraid when they see a flare. They don't know what to expect. They don't know what to do. They give them more steroids to cover the flare.
And they covered that in this video. And by the way, God bless these guys. They have a right to make money, and I don't want to get into that. But they did make a comment that really hit me hard, and that is they're afraid to discuss the potential for topical steroid addiction because parents don't want the word addiction involved in their children, and they don't want to dissuade them from using a short course of hydrocortisone.
Yeah. It just perpetuates the problem.
No, it just perpetuates the problem.
Yeah. But didn't you learn in medical school that you're supposed to hold hands and give psychological support to patients? It isn't always giving a drug. You get them through the worst times of their ordeal, period. That's what you're trained for.
Well, I can remember going to Costco and picking up my clobetasol, and the pharmacist saying, "This is short-term use only.
No,
just use." And I'm telling you, this is heavy stuff.
Here, just squeeze a little bit out, a little bit out.
Yeah, and me going, yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm as guilty as all of them.
It's sad, I'm seeing some, just to solidify your annoyance, there are several patients that I've seen who are putting the steroids middle strength to super potent on their face.
Oh,
They're having an ordeal in withdrawal. Terrible ordeal. You can't step them down. It's stoppage. They're going through absolute hell. And I can't but reach out and try to solve their problem. They have no place else to turn.
well,
And when I say they're depressed and suicidal, they are depressed and suicidal.
you and I will keep banging away. We're here,
Fine.
and just hope that at some point we realize that this is a very simple problem. I mean, it's simple.
It's simple, but if you are telling me that I'm going to go through a little bit of hell for a long period of time, there must be another answer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Of course.
you're wrong. You're wrong.
Wow.
Don't tell me you have 10,000 cure people. I don't believe you. I'm lying about that.
All right. Let's leave it there. Dr. Rapaport, as always, thank you very much.